Oh my goodness. I'm 29 and I'm single, which I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's weird. Like, I'm 29. I know a lot of people my age that are just now starting on their second marriage. Yeah. Have you guys ever been lapped? It's like, I think I might get in the race. They're like, we're actually almost done. So it's wild, man. I've never been good at dating. I will say this. Recently, I did go on a Christian first date, guys. We actually did the hottest thing you can do on a Christian first date. Anybody know what that is? Set boundaries. You nailed it? Set boundaries. That's Christian first base. Second base is being in the same Bible study. Third base is side hugs. Home plate is just 17 kids. There's no in between. It's great. You know, we had a lot to talk about. Like, you know, like, what's your favorite Kirk Cameron movie? A couple people are fireproof. That's just... It's fun, man. People try to give me dating advice and stuff all the time. The last time I was home, my grandpa pulled me to the side. He's like, all right, Zach, here's what you got to do. You got to find yourself an ugly girl. And then she'll never leave you. It's like, all right, Grandpa, maybe could we talk about this, like, outside of the earshot of Grandma? Maybe? And she heard, too. Like, her hearing aids are always turned up to gossip. Like, wild, man. And I don't want to lie to you guys. I've never been good at, like, talking to ladies. I don't know. One time I was dating a girl for a couple months, and she asked me, you know, she said, Zach, do you believe in the one? And I said, well, I think in every major city, by the time you factor in age and demographics and compatibility, there's probably like 200 to 300 people you could make a life with. And I don't know if you guys have ever gotten an answer to a question that wrong. She was like, Zach, do you believe in the one? I was like, boy, I sure hope she's out there. Why is he single? I don't know. I think the last time I was good at talking to women was like 2006. Do you guys remember AOL Instant Messenger? On dial-up internet, you know, just like the thing, it sounded like it was booting up. It sounded like a transformer giving birth. Yeah, dial-up internet. You could only flirt with girls as long as your mom wasn't on the phone. It was wild. So one time I was on there messaging, you know, and sometimes it would go good, sometimes it wouldn't. You know, only later did I realize that it was tough because I was competing with full-grown men. But one time I asked out this girl over AOL Instant Messenger, and she said yes. Not trying to brag. Yeah, thank you again. You're so supportive. I love that. Teach the rest of these people. She said, yeah, she said yes, and we never did go out, but we also never broke up. That was 15 years ago. I think we might be legally married. I actually looked her up recently, and I found out we have a kid. Oh, that's very silly. I don't know. I've never been good at talking to women. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have this weird little like birthmark here on my neck. Every old lady I've ever met at church would be like, "Oh, Zach, is that a little hickey? Oh, are you out here in these streets?" And I just have to tell them like, "No, actually, my mom gave this to me." Man, I'll say this, guys, like, I don't know, I struggle with confidence and stuff a lot, because I used to be like a chunky kid, which not a lot of people believe, because now I'm like, hot. Just know whether or not you laugh at that, it hurts my feelings. I was a swim shirt kid, do you guys know? Oh, don't say, oh, it's like I'm getting bullied again. I was a swim shirt kid, that's a thing when you try to cover up your body in the pool. But what they don't tell you about swimming in a white cotton t-shirt is it just looks way worse than being naked. I thought it was gonna cover up my body. Nope, it's just a highlighter from my nipples. You can see my little nips and belly button poking through my shirt. It looked like Owen Wilson going, wow. That's so stupid. It's fun getting to do this job. I have had a couple jobs in the past. I don't have a lot of money, which surprises a lot of people because I have a haircut that looks like I would corner you and talk to you about crypto. Thank you for nodding. I don't know. I used to work at the Cincinnati Zoo. Do you guys know the Cincinnati Zoo? It's wonderful. Heck yeah. All right. If you don't know, we're famous for two animals, which is Fiona the hippo and... Do you want to say it? Fiona, yes, I love it. And Harambe, someone said it. The gorilla thing, I know. And I just gotta say, I didn't do it. I started working there after the whole gorilla thing. I don't even know why. I think I just saw it on the news. I was like, I bet they're hiring. It's wild. We had a lot of weird stuff happen there, man. Like one time, we had a mom give birth at the zoo. Yeah, some people don't know this, but when that happens, we actually get to keep that kid. That kid is me. Nice to meet you guys. That's very silly. So I don't... I don't do this job anymore, but this is true. I did used to be a probation officer who's done crime. I'm just kidding, I can tell. No, that is true. No one believes that. I don't know, because I have a very childlike quality about me. You know, it just looks like someone asked me Zach, what's your favorite part of going to court? I'd be like, I don't know, recess? I have a bulletproof vest. I just got it at Osh Cops Begosh. It's so wild. I'd have to arrest people sometimes, which is wild, right? It looks like I'd just be like, hey, you're under arrest. And you could just be like, no. That's very fun. I don't always get to do super fun shows like this. I'll tell you guys, one of the weirdest shows I ever did is I did a show for 75-year-old librarians. And, yep, you're getting ahead of me. Turns out they hired me to do their least favorite thing, which is talking in a library. I thought I'd go in there and just crush it, you know, because all the old ladies that I've always met, they're always like, oh, Zach, you're just so cute. You're just so adorable. I'm just like, right back at you, Francis. Your teeth look amazing. Are they new? Yeah, I was smooth, guys. Smoother than Francis's gums. But... it was wild. I tried to go in there and just I tried to do library jokes. I was like, hey, are you guys sad that you're getting replaced by Google? And they were just like, yes, that's our biggest fear. So it was not going great. And so there's this lady, I tried doing crowd work, I guess. There's this lady sitting up front. She had a name tag that said Edith and that she'd been there for 20 years. I was like, all right. Edith, you've been here for 20 years. What do you do? She said it just like this. I'm not making it up. She goes, well, I do the obituaries, and I love it. Okay. Because I guess when you're that age, doing the obituaries is just like Facebook. Covering your head in your hands. That's how I felt. Also, it's crazy. I got to the end of that show, and it was so rough, but they paid me $200, which, no pressure, dry bar. And I'm not making this up. Later that day, I got an email from that library asking for a donation in the amount of $200. They're like, we have made a mistake. But it's weird. That's not the weirdest show I ever did. The weirdest show I ever did is I once performed for Jerry Springer. Do you guys know that guy? Yeah, it's wild. I performed for him. And some people don't know this, but Jerry Springer used to be mayor of Cincinnati, but he had to step down. Does anyone know why? That's right. Because he wrote a check to a prostitute. And you guys know how I feel about that. It's crazy. He wrote a check to a prostitute, and I was like, man, that's so wild, because I did that show, and he didn't pay me anything. I was like, hey, man, I know you know how to write a check. But it's cool. I have a rich new girlfriend. Her name is Frances. So...